Hi everyone, Monisha here. I feel you understood all the 7 questions of my previous video of exercise 5.1 from question 1 to question 7. So this is the continuation of the first video, that is from question 1 to question 14. Here in this chapter only 3 exercises are there, 5.1, 5.2 and 5.3, and all are very simple and easy exercise. You need to have some practice, that's it, for you to get good marks in mathematics. Okay, so let us start the session. Keep practicing. Let us move on to the 8th question of exercise 5.1. So here the question is 1 minus I whole to the power of 4. We need to express it in the form of a complex number a plus ib. Okay, so the question is 1 minus I whole to the power of 4. So first we have to change it in the form a to the power of m whole to the power of n. Okay, so in this form we have to change it. So 1 minus I whole square to the power of 2, whole power of 2. So here 2 into 2, because a to the power of mn is equal to, a to the power of m whole to the power of n is also equal to a to the power of m into n. So 2 2s are 4. Okay, so now, so the equation inside the bracket will become a minus b whole square. So that is a minus b whole square, the algebraic identity, which is equal to a square plus b square minus 2ab. Okay, so instead of a we have to fill it as 1, and instead of b it will be I. So it will become 1 square plus I square minus 2ab, that is 2 into 1 into I. Okay, again write down whole square. So whole square is there. Only the equation which is inside the bracket we have expanded into a form of a minus b whole square. Fine. So now this will become 1 square is 1 plus I square will be I square itself minus 2 into 1 into I is 2I and whole square. And we know that I square is equal to minus 1. So 1 here I square become minus 1. So plus into minus is minus. So minus 1 minus 2I whole square. Here plus 1 and minus 1 get cancels. So remaining is minus 2I whole square. So minus 2I whole square means this 2I is multiplied twice. So minus 2I into minus 2I. Here minus minus get cancels each other. So 2 2s are 4. I into I is I square. Again we know that I square is equal to minus 1. Okay. So therefore it is equal to minus 4. So now we have to bring it into a form of a plus ib. So this will be a real part. So we can write it as minus 4 plus 0i, which is in the form of a plus bi or a plus ib. Okay, I hope you understood this. So let us do the next question, that is question number 9. Here we need to express the given equation in the form of a plus ib. The question is 1 by 3 plus 3a whole cube. So it is in the form of a plus b whole cube. A plus b whole cube is equal to a cube plus b cube plus 3ab into a plus b. So this is the formula for a plus b whole cube. So in the same way we need to expand the given question, that is 1 by 3 plus 3i whole cube. So here in the place of a we need to write 1 by 3. In the place of b we need to write 3i. Okay. So a cube will become 1 by 3 whole cube plus b cube will become 3i whole cube plus 3ab. So 3ab is 3 into a and b. Okay. So into a plus b. So a plus b is 1 by 3 plus 3i. So this is the expansion. Okay. So next 1 by 3 whole cube is also equal to 1 cube and 3 cube. 1 cube is nothing but 1 itself. 3 cube means we need to multiply 3 thrice. That is 3 3s are 9, 9 3s are 27. So 3 cube is nothing but 3 into 3 into 3. So 3 3s are 9, 9 3s are 27. So 1 by 3 cube is 1 by 27 plus 3 cube I. So 3i whole cube. So it is 3 cube and I cube. 3 cube is already we know that 27 and I cube. Plus here 3 3 get cancels. Remaining is 3i into 1 by 3 plus 3i. In the next step we need to multiply it. Okay. So here 1 by 27 write as it is plus 27. We know that the value of I square is minus 1 and I cube is minus I and I to the power of 4 is 1. Here I cube is there, which is nothing but minus I. Plus I will be multiplying 3i to both the terms. So 3i into 1 by 3. So this is the first thing. 3i into 1 by 3. Here 3 get cancels. Next is 3i into 3i. Okay. So 1 by 27. Here plus into minus 27i. Plus here I into 1 is I. Plus 3 3s are 9 and 3 3s are 9. I into I is I square. Okay. We know that I square is equal to minus 1. So in the next step, we need to change it. 1 by 27 minus 27i plus I plus 9 into, so this I square will become minus 1. Okay. So next we have to group the numbers, the real part in one side and the imaginary part to other side. So 1 by 27, here plus into minus become minus 9. So minus 9 plus I and minus 27i. I have just interchanged it and made it as a group. Okay. So here in this group, a real part, 27 is the LCM. So 27 ones are 27. 1 into 1 is 1. 1 27s are 27. 27 into 9. We need to multiply 27 into 9. So 7 9s are 63. 9 7s are 63. 9 2s are 80. There is 243. Okay. So 243. So this is the group of a real part. Next, I is common here. So I will be taking it as a common. Remaining is 1 minus 27. So here 243 minus 1 is 242. Larger number sign is minus. Divide by 27 plus I into 27 minus 1 is 26. Larger number is minus. So we can write it as minus 242 by 27. Here minus is there. So minus into plus is minus 26i. So this is in the form of A plus BI. Okay. So where A is minus 242 by 27 and B is minus 26. I hope you understood this. Let us do the 10th question. Here the 10th question is minus 2 minus 1 by 3i whole cube. Again whole cube is there. Either we can put A minus B whole cube formula, or else we can do one more alternation for that. That is both are minus here. Both the terms have minus here. So I will be taking, and cube is there. So I will be taking minus 1. If I take minus means it's nothing but 1. Okay. So minus 1 and cube is there. So minus 1 whole cube as common. If I take minus 1 whole cube as common, the remaining will be 2 plus 1 by 3 I whole cube. Okay. So after this, you have to apply A plus B whole cube here. Okay. A plus B whole cube formula. A plus B whole cube is nothing but A cube plus B cube plus 3AB into A plus B. So this is the formula for A plus B whole cube. And we have to keep this minus 1 whole cube as it is. Okay. So here it will become 2 cube plus 1 by 3I whole cube. So this will become A cube and B cube plus 3AB. 3 into 2 into 1 by 3I, 3AB into A plus B. So 2 plus 1 by 3I. Okay. So minus 1 whole cube is nothing but minus 1. So minus 1 whole cube is multiplying minus 3 times. So here minus minus get cancels. 1 minus will be remaining. So 1 1s are 1 and 1 1s are 1. It is minus 1. Okay. So next is 2 cube. 2 cube is 8. So multiplying 2 3 times. So 2 2s are 4, 4 2s are 8. Plus it will be 3 cube is 27. So 1 by 27 I cube plus here 3 3 get cancels. Remaining is 2I into 2 plus 1 by 3I. Okay. So we know that I cube is nothing but minus I. So here minus 1, 8. Here it will become minus I. So minus I by 27 plus we need to multiply it. 2 2s are 4I and plus 2 by 3. So 2 into 1 is 2 by 3. I will become I square. Okay. So next minus 1 into 8 minus I by 27 plus 4I. We know that I square is nothing but minus 1. So it will become minus 2 by 3. Next we need to group it. Okay. So minus 1 So here 8 minus 2 by 3. 8 minus 2 by 3, I will be grouping it separately, and plus 4i minus I by 27. Okay, so minus 1. So here the LCM is 3. So 1 3s are 3, 8 3s are 24, minus 3 LCM is there. So the denominator is also same. So the numerator will written as it. Next, I is common here. So when you take I common, remaining will be 4 minus 1 by 27. So here the LCM is 27. So minus 1 into here 24 minus 2 will be 22 by 3 plus I. Here 27 is LCM here. So 1 27s are 27, 27 into 4. So 27 into 4 is 4 7s are 28, 4 2s are 8 plus 2, 108. So 108 minus 27 1s are 1 1s are 1. So it will become minus 1, 22 by 3 plus 108 minus 1 is I into 107 by 27. But here a minus symbol is there. We can multiply it to both the terms. So it will become minus 22 by 3 and minus I 107 by 27, which is in the form of A plus IB. Okay, I hope you understood this. Let us do the 11th question of this session. So here it is somewhat a different problem compared to all other problems which we did. So here we need to find out the multiplicative inverse of the complex number 4 minus 3i. Here the complex number is already given, where we have to find the multiplicative inverse. So whatever complex number they have given, we have to equate it to z, because z is a complex number. Z is an alphabet, or complex number is signified or denoted by the letter z. So z is equal to, so let us take let here first. Okay, let z is equal to 4 minus 3i. So z is a complex number which is given as 4 minus 3i. If z is 4 minus 3i, then z bar means it is a complex conjugate. Okay, this bar signifies the conjugate of z. So complex conjugate is, if positive symbol is there for z, complex number, then the conjugate will become negative. If the complex number is given in a negative number, if it is a negative number, then the conjugate will be positive. Okay, 4 plus 3i. So 4 plus 3i is the conjugate of z. So that is signified by z bar. Okay, so next is modulus. We know that this is modulus of a complex number. So modulus of z is obtained by formula x square plus y square, or a square plus b square. If x is 4 and y is 3, okay, then the modulus is given by x square plus y square, or you can take a square plus b square also. Okay, so next, if I take this square root here, okay, if I take this square root here, it will become modulus square. So the square root will come here, it will become square. So x square plus y square. We know that this x is 4 and y is minus 3. Okay, so x is 4, so 4 square, so plus here, and y is minus 3, so minus 3 whole square. 4 square is 16 plus 3 square is 9, which is equal to 25. So the square of modulus of z, or the modulus of the square of the modulus of the complex number is given by 25, is given as 25 now. We have already calculated. So next we have to find the multiplicative inverse. Therefore, multiplicative inverse of, the question is 4 minus 3i is given by, so this multiplicative inverse is found out by a formula. Okay, so multiplicative inverse is denoted by the symbol z inverse. So this minus 1 signifies z inverse, complex number, the inverse of the complex number. Okay, so that is multiplicative inverse is given by the formula z bar, that is conjugate of complex number divided by the square of the modulus number. That's why we have found out the complex numbers conjugate and also the modulus in order to substitute to this formula. Okay, in order to find the multiplicative inverse, we have a formula, that is z inverse is equal to z bar by square of the modulus. So conjugate of z is given by the formula, given by 4 plus 3i, and we already calculated z modulus of z square is equal to 25. Okay, so this 25 belongs to both the number. So it will become 4 by 25 plus 3i by 25. Okay, 3i by 25i. Okay, 3 by 25i or 3i by 25. So this is the multiplicative inverse. So this is the multiplicative inverse of 4 minus 3i. So therefore 4 by 25 plus 3 by 25i. You can write in this form also. 25i is the multiplicative inverse of this complex number. Okay, inverse of complex number 4 minus 3i. Okay, I hope you understood this. Let us move on to the 12th question. So here we need to find out the multiplicative inverse of the complex number root 5 plus 3i. Okay, so let us substitute to z. Z is equal to root 5 plus 3i. Okay, so next step is we need to find the complex conjugate of it. So complex conjugate is given by z bar. So complex conjugate is done just by interchanging the addition and the subtraction symbol. Okay, so here the complex conjugate will become root 5 minus 3i. Okay, so the next step is we need to find the modulus of it. The modulus is given by formula x square plus y square. So if you take this square root here, it will become modulus square, that is equal to x square plus y square. Here x is root 5, therefore it will become root 5 whole square, and y is 3, so it will become 3 square. Here square and root get cancels, remaining is 5 plus here 3 square is 9. 9 plus 5 is 14. Okay, so the modulus of z square is 14 here. Next we need to find out the multiplicative inverse. Therefore, the multiplicative inverse is given by, so there is a formula for multiplicative inverse. Multiplicative inverse is denoted by z inverse, which is equal to conjugate of z whole divided by square of the modulus. So this conjugate is root 5 minus 3i whole divided by the square of the modulus is 14. So we have to separate it for each of the term. So root 5 divided by 14 minus 3 by 14i. Okay, so therefore root 5 by 14 minus 3 by 14i is the multiplicative inverse of the complex number root 5 plus 3i. Oh, I hope you understood this. Let us do the 13th question. Here we need to find out the multiplicative inverse of complex number minus I. Okay, so minus I. So minus I means imaginary part is there, the real part is not given. If real part is not given, we have to include it as 0. Okay, so plus the imaginary part is minus I. So minus I means it is minus 1i. So we can write it as z is equal to 0 minus 1i. So this is the complex number which we have to change into a multiplicative inverse. Okay, we have to find the multiplicative inverse of this complex number. So for finding out the complex number, first need to find the conjugate. Okay, the conjugate of the complex number is, here it is 0 minus 1i. So it will become 0 plus 1i. So this is the complex conjugate. The next thing is we need to find the square of the modulus. So I will be taking it directly. The square of the modulus is given by, so already square is taken, so we can directly write the formula as x square plus y square. Here x is 0, so it is 0 square plus y is 1. Okay, this one we have to take. Y is minus 1, so minus 1 whole square. So 0 square is nothing but 0, 1 square is 1. Therefore, the modulus, the square of the modulus will become 1 itself. Okay, the square of the modulus, the value will be 1. So next we need to find out multiplicative inverse. So multiplicative inverse is given by formula. So is given by, so multiplicative inverse is signified by z inverse alphabet. So it will become z conjugate whole divided by square of the modulus. So z conjugate is nothing but 1i plus 1i. Okay, 0 you can omit it. Okay, plus 1i divide by, so modulus square is 1. So the multiplicative inverse is nothing but I by 1. Therefore, the multiplicative inverse of complex number minus I is I by 1 or simply I. Okay, I hope you understood this. Let us move on to the 14th question. So the 14th question is, it is little bit lengthier but an easier one. So 3 plus I root 5 into 3 minus I root 5 whole divided by root 3 plus root 2i minus root 3 minus I root 2. Okay, so the first step, we have to take out from the numbers, the terms from the brackets, so that we can solve it, only the denominator part. In the numerator part, the numerator is in the form of a plus b into a minus b. So it is in the form of an algebraic identity, that is a plus b into a minus b. A plus b into a minus b is equal to a square minus b square. Here a will be 3 and b will be I root 5. Okay, so in the numerator we can apply this algebraic identity. It will become a square minus b square, right? So in the denominator, we have to take all the numbers out of the bracket. So here first root 3 plus root 2i as it is, minus into plus, minus root 3, minus into minus, plus I root 2. Okay, I root 2 or 2 root I, root 2i. Here plus root 3 and minus root 3 get cancels. Okay, next in the numerator, 3 square means 9. Here I will become I square, and in root 5 square and root get cancels, so the 5 remains. Divide by, here root 2i, root 2i. If any number is given, there will be a 1 prior to that, right? So here root 2i is given, root 2i plus root 2i. So root 2i plus root 2i means 1 root 2i, 1 root 2i. If we add it, it will become 2 root 2. So this 1 plus 1, 2 will become, root 2 will remain and I will remain. Okay, you should not write root 2 times. Okay, so it will become 2 root 2i. Next step is, you need to find out whatever changes we can bring in an equation. Here I square is there. We know that the value of I square is minus 1. So we can substitute it in that place. Okay, 9 minus, so I square is nothing but minus 1 and 5 is there, whole divided by 2 root 2i. In the next step, so minus into minus, it will become plus. So 9 plus 5 divided by 2 root 2i, right? So next 9 plus 5 is 14 divided by 2 root 2i. Next we need to see whether whatever operations we can do here, division or multiplication or something else, we can divide here. Okay, 2 1s are 2 7s are 14. So 7 by root 2i. We should not stop here until we will reduce a equation into its simplest form. We should not stop it. Here root 2 is there. Here we can rationalize it. So if root 2 is there, we have to multiply and divide it by root 2 itself, whatever is there in the denominator. If it is a number with the two terms, if it is in the form of a plus b, a plus ib, okay, if it is in the form of root 2 plus I root 3, in this place we have to take rationalize as, we have to take the conjugate of it, that is root 2 minus I root 3 divided by root 2 minus I root 3. So this is the changes we have to take while rationalizing. If denominator has a positive sign, while rationalizing we have to take the conjugate of it. Okay, but here a plain root 2 is there, so we can multiply and divide it by root 2 itself. Don't take this I. I is an imaginary value. So it will become 7 root 2 divided by root 2 into root 2 is root 2 whole square I. Here root and square get cancels, right? So next it will become 7 by 7 root 2 by 2i. Okay, I hope you understood this. Okay, so this is the one way of doing it. there is one more little changes we can bring out in this problem. Okay, so it is not required. So but if the valuationer thinks that is the correct way of doing, you have to do both the method. Here what happens, here after this we have taken plainly 14 by 2 root 2. All these things we have taken, right? So it will become 7 by root 2i. In this place we can bring some changes in that. Okay, so what is that means? After this, that is 7 by root 2i is there. So from this portion we can bring some more changes, that is we can multiply and divide it by I, not I square, multiply and divide it by I. So this will become 7i by root 2i square. So that is 7i by root 2 into minus 1. So this will become 7i by minus root 2, or just simply minus by, because if it is a fraction, the sign we can adjust it to numerator or denominator, right? So this is the way. So after that we can take again the rationalization, root 2 by root 2. The same thing will come, the only difference is a minus symbol will come. Okay, minus 7 root 2i, minus 7 root 2i whole divided by root 2 whole square is nothing but 2 itself. So this is also correct, and if you make this change also, that is also the correct way of doing it. There is no incorrect method. This is also correct and this method is also correct. Okay, you can opt any of the one, whichever you feel convenient for you. Okay, so I hope you understood this. So this was the last question, question number 14. I hope you understood this whole exercise, and this is a simple and easier exercise in this chapter. In my next video, I'll be doing 5.2 exercise. If you have any doubts, queries or suggestions on my videos, please comment me on the comment section. Thank you. Thanks for watching.